Imagine not just keeping up with groundbreaking medical research, but defining it.
Well, I think it brings to the medical center the translation of what we're doing in the test tube to the patient.
Imagine, instead of bracing for change, leading the charge with innovation and discoveries that will improve our ability to care for patients.
I think people will be excited to have the new research expansion project available because it will give us the critical mass we need to get to the next level of translational research.
Imagine offering tomorrow's cures and applications today.
We're actually caring for people. We're actually implementing what they're learning on the bench into their daily care.
And imagine all of this happening in one place, a state-of-the-art research facility in Maine.
I think it's a statement that we've arrived. We have become not only a great clinical institution, but a great research institution.
Here, at Maine Medical Center Research Institute, the future of medical advancement is happening now. The opening today of our expanded facility ushers in a new era of scientific discovery, yet one that is firmly rooted on a solid foundation of experience and expertise.
The addition to this building is an expansion of both basic research and a new vision for doing translational research, which is taking the discoveries that we make in the basic science laboratories and translating those into clinical benefit to patients.
Maine Medical Center Research Institute is Maine's leading hospital-based research center. Our spectrum of inquiry includes lab work, as well as translational, clinical, and outcomes research and evaluation. Our origins can be traced back as far as 50 years. Maine Medical Center was one of the first sites in the country to perform open-heart surgery and dialysis. But our real growth as an institute has taken place in just the past decade.
So when I came, we were really not in a research building. We weren't in the location where we are. We were maybe a group of 5 or 6 people sitting around trying to decide what directions we needed to go in to be successful.
It's grown to a true research institute with many strong NIH-funded principal investigators and scientists, and with a very well-known national and international reputation.
In that time, we have attracted world-class investigators, who in turn have attracted top students and leading clinician scientists from around the globe to be part of our bench-to-bedside approach. This connection between rigorous scientific training and compassionate patient care sets the standard for biomedical research, allowing us to recruit and retain the best and brightest physicians and researchers in the field.
To give you a little bit of background, when I came here there were about 20 people at Maine Medical Center Research Institute. Now there are about 150.
Well, I think that anytime you have a very strong core of research physicians and scientists and clinicians, you attract very strong healthcare providers.
And yet, we lacked a dedicated clinical research space to accommodate all this positive growth. We had expanded our horizons. Now it was time to expand our walls. And so, in September of 2007, we broke ground for this 23,000 square foot addition. With its opening today, we can offer a patient-friendly entrance, as well as expanded lab and core facilities. But the greatest feature will be our ability to provide both lab and patient space for our clinical and translational researchers. This will aid them in the complicated task of balancing research and care.
It involves a new approach to research, both a clinical and basic component within the same structure, so that we are doing direct service to individual, and right next door or right across the hall we're doing experiments that are testing new proposals and looking at new ways to identify mechanisms that we can then go back to the patient or subject again and test. So it's a dynamic between clinical research and basic science research, all within a single roof.
As you walk into the new addition, we set a separate door there for the clinical space. The idea is we're actually going to be working with a patient now, so we've now got dedicated space for doing clinical research with patients. So that's a new thing for the facility and for the institution.
As we look ahead, we will continue to bring new treatments to both research and non-research patients. That's good for the continued growth of Maine Medical Center Research Institute, for the health of our community, and for the advancement of scientific knowledge worldwide.
So you can see that the growth in research has been really explosive, and it's been exciting to be a part of that.
The efforts have really been productive. We've attracted great scientists and their assistants. They're doing very, very credible and very competitive research. And we're now reaching over so that that institute is much more integrated in the clinical establishment here at Maine Medical Center.
It feels great to potentially have an impact, and every time we discover something or learn something new, it helps us expand our ideas.
I think it says that Maine Medical Center sees its mission as much more than just taking care of patients in a general hospital fashion.
And it allows us to really be on our toes and provide patients with therapies that they wouldn't have access to otherwise. So we feel it really does improve patient care.
Experience, innovation, compassion, vision. The future of medical research is here, now, at Maine Medical Center Research Institute.